Can I bring the room down a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
I've got something very sweet here that I want to read out. This is in honor of Jay. I am a middle school teacher in St. Louis, USA, and one of my current 8th graders has been recently diagnosed with a brain tumor. He has been in and out of the St. Louis Children's Hospital for weeks and soon will be admitted for several months as he deals with neurosurgery and chemotherapy. I showed him Desert Bus yesterday, and he immediately perked up. There is both a game area and staff at the Children's Hospital dedicated to giving kids like him the opportunity to be kids, even in their darkest hour. The benefactor of the space in these positions, Child's Play. Thank you, Desert Bus, for raising funds, and thank you, Tabby, for all that your organization does to make life better for kids like Jay. Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
That's good.
I can't. I've been trying to save my crying until later.
Yeah,
It doesn't work.
I feel like working for Child's Play. That's like an occupational hazard.
I cry a lot.
Yeah.
And happy cry.
Yeah, I think the happy cry is there.
Yeah, I had to do an interview and they were asking me. I can't tell the story right now. Maybe in a minute, because that got me on the verge. So
Yeah, me too. Don't worry.
Yeah, they asked me of a story I know of that is of a kid that we affected, right? That we affected. And I was trying to give the interview without crying, and it didn't happen. I was like, you can use my audio, but do not use my video. I don't want my ugly cry face out there in the world. But
a lot of
it'll
waterproof
probably happen
makeup?
later. Yeah, it'll probably happen later. But I'll maybe share the story later after I get back up from the fields a little bit.
Totally. And a reminder that, with all the silliness that we do, all of this is going to such an important place.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
So thank you, everybody, for that. And okay, let's...
And then, Serge, maybe I'm going to add to that, because I think we're right there. So, as a cancer survivor, as an adult, I recognize how hard that was as an adult, knowing and comprehending and understanding what chemotherapy was and what that was how that was going to affect my life. And I can't even fathom how hard it must be for a kid who can't begin to understand the complexities of what they're doing to their body in the effort to save them, right? And that's what's hard, is the chemo makes you very sick, and it doesn't seem like it's making you better because you're so sick. But then all of a sudden there's a corner, right, where it changes. For me, a bit of it was about growing my hair back. It was like, I did not like being bald. And so I was so happy when I started to get hair. It didn't matter, right? And at this point, my line, if I didn't have it pulled back, I would tell you right now that, no scissors have touched this hair.
Since then?
No way,
Awesome.
man.
Awesome.
I am not, not ready to cut it. Too happy to see it, to cut it. I really get that part. But I have, as Julie talked about last night, you end up with some disabilities. Yeah. I have some people call invisible disabilities as a result of the chemo. I'm alive, I got hair, I'm on the bus, I'm thinking that's all pretty good. If I have some neuropathy left over, I'm alive, I'm on the bus, I'm doing okay. And so for me, it was a big eye-opener in how much children must be confused and how the games must be a wonderful distraction from the chaos that's going on around them. And, and the medical stuff hurts, right? The medical stuff is not fun. And, I think it's so great when we see kids come out the other side and they write us and they tell us, or they show up in chat and we know they're there. And it's so wonderful that we've $5 million lifetime.
That's amazing.
Playing this silly game to help kids. It's just wonderful, and I'm, as always, really grateful. And and I'm grateful. I forget to do my thanks at the end, so You know, I'm grateful to my family doctor who takes wonderful care of me, to my oncologist who's saved me and got me here to be able to do this. And to, you know, this crowd here that bolsters me and makes me feel just fine. Just fine.
Yes.
So, I love you all. If I could take my hands off the controllers and not crash, I'd make the heart sign.
Get some Kate hearts, Kate hugs.
Kate hugs.
Love you guys. Love you all.
Bring it in.
Oh.
It's so good. So
The
good.
power of hugs.
Hugs. Hi.
If it only could cure everything, they could make you feel better.
The amazing stuff that Dr. Joe
Joe was talking
was
about.
talking
Yes.
about how
Distraction.
how powerful that games and toys and things can be, where, you know, for distracting, you know, something that is fundamentally a virtual experience.
Yes.
Can have a real world effect that's so powerful.
Well, SAD has so many physical effects.
Yeah.